And we're up.
Okay, so last time you guys had made your way into the Queen's grotto. You found the Queen. She is a little crazy, but you were able to talk her down from any impending fight and got her to agree to follow you on the understanding that you would be taking her to Elias Drexel, who she still sees as the head of the royal guard. Um, she's under the impression it's only been a week or so since the meteor fell, and anytime you tried to, push her on that, she became very agitated. Um, anytime, anytime you guys tried to get a little reality into her, she didn't like that, and her giant bodyguard would do whatever it takes to protect her. He seems singularly focused. Not sure if he's got much of a mind. Just watches his queen. Um, but anyway, you gathered up a bunch of stuff, and you told her you would take her to see Elias Drexel. Um, is that the plan? Is that what you guys are wanting to do?
So
Yes.
works for me.
Okay.
What is our goal here? Like, what do we think is going to happen if we do that?
That Oscar will find some sort of a cure, and that
Right.
green-headed people will keep her safe in the meantime.
Do we think Oscar can actually do that? And do we want to essentially put him in de facto authority until then?
I think if anybody can do it, he can.
We don't actually have any proof of that.
True.
Like, we have some scraps of notes and the fact that he was, like, torturing some zombies. And that's all we've got.
But he seems to be farther ahead with it than anybody else. Like the mages people were wanting his notes to make any progress themselves.
I'm just saying, remember, the last time we were here, he turned the entire group against us and had them attack us.
Yeah.
We came real close to being killed for trying to help these people.
In fairness, you attacked him first.
He is also, let us not forget, a creepy necromancer man.
I'd also like to remind you that as you left, the Hooded Lanterns were pretty vigorously trying to recruit because an attack on their place, their headquarters, their stronghold seemed imminent from the Silver Order.
Alrighty.
Honestly, that might be the worst part about the entire thing is that they're going to try and convince us to fight for them in this whatever battle.
Right. Or we're gonna get there and they're gonna be wiped out by the Silver Order. That could also be fun.
Again, honestly, not the worst thing to have the mutant killing zealots when we bring a giant, super dangerous mutant.
That's assuming you want the Queen dead,
You keep saying the
because
queen.
well,
The
she
facsimile
seems
of the Queen.
she seems to have her at least part of her mind.
Right.
We have
Her
the
body may be twisted,
we have the petrifying
but
monster formerly known as the queen, who freaks out when she starts to realize that it's not a decade ago.
Right.
there.
That's a great combo.
So I wonder how Amnar feels about that. Those comments, trying to save his child from who's
From a
undergoing a
similar
very
fate.
similar fate.
Right.
Not saying you're
Like,
wrong. I'm just saying Amnar might not take
right?
kindly to that.
Amnar is willing to acknowledge that his hopes might be far fetched, but he's got to try.
But
I
yeah,
mean, also, there's a big difference between helping a random kid versus like all of the really, really crazy factional stuff this is going to cause.
Yes.
that's fair. There's certainly political things to be considered with the queen and not so much with Amnar's child. But nonetheless, that's saying the queen is not really the queen is sort of like saying Amnar's child is not really his child and should just go on and be put down.
She is the queen.
But anyway, um, at least for the moment, you guys are going towards the Hooded Lantern's Keep. That's the plan. Going towards the gate.
Yeah.
Let's do
Was it
it.
the gate or the barracks that we were going to?
The barracks is along the way, so uh, either or.
I think the barracks would be a better idea since it's closer.
All right,
And I was hoping to not deliver all of the lilies to Hooded Lanterns. I was wanting to save some to share with the Amethyst Academy, maybe.
sure.
So for
I forget
for
how many I told you you guys had, but how many do you want to give to Oscar, and how many do you want to keep?
halvesies, I don't know. I forget how many total we had too. I think somebody wrote it down somewhere. Did I try to summon my puppy to come and grab these flowers and take them to like the clock tower or something in the meantime, just to keep them safe?
Yeah, you can do that. Um, so, um, yeah, you can summon your spectral dog, your spectral steed, large dog, and hand him uh write down a number somewhere. It looks like maybe 8. Right, written down there. You have 8 lilies,
I
but
think
that
those are the
seems
ones we got initially, and then we got more when we were like with the queen, didn't we?
okay. I mean that's the last thing that I see is 8 lilies. You rolled a had you roll a 1d6, you got a 6 and then wrote 8 lilies. And I don't know what that was in reference to. Before that, you rolled 10d6 and got 39 and 1d6 and got 2, but you didn't I don't remember what those were for.
I think that may have been like saying how many lilies there were in the pond
Yeah, I
Oh,
think that
okay.
was, yeah, how many
from
lilies total, but there was
Okay,
only ones near
so
the shore that we could get to.
there were 39 lilies. You were able to sneak 8 uh you and Finch or you and Knock were able to sneak 8 by sleight of hand. That's what it was. You guys were trying to do it without them noticing. Then you also had what 4 or 5 from earlier in the gardens.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll we'll say that you guys have 14 total lilies on your between the playable characters. You've got 14 lilies. whereas the queen and her retinue still have a good 30 lilies on them. And without stealing some from them, they will all be staying with the queen. But the 14 you all have, you can split up however you think is best.
Well, what if we took all of those 14 with the puppy to give to the Amethyst Academy and just let the Hooded Lanterns take from the Queen's stash?
I have no problem with it. I don't know about everyone else. The
Works for
people.
me.
Cool, cool. So you give the 14 lilies to your trusty mutt and send him along the way to the clock tower. Um, from there, you now have to make your way towards the Hooded Lantern barracks. You're pretty familiar. Let me bring you guys to the map. You guys are pretty familiar at this point with the layout of this particular city, or this particular section of the city. Um, you'll be going from Queen's Park Garden to number 9 here. However, that being said, you now have you now have Queen Lenore, a handful of her handmaidens, and her bodyguard to escort along. Not to mention all the trunks and clothing and things that she insisted you bring, along with the lilies and delirium. It is difficult to move fast. It is difficult to move silently. Are there is there anything any of you can do to or want to try to help in that aspect? Or are you just going to have to say we risk it?
Uh, I don't know if there's anything I can do.
What I said, we just gotta have to send it. We'll have to fight our way through everyone.
And okay, what are you trying to achieve with that knock? Did you did you send me a Discord message? Because I'm not seeing anything. Okay. Anyway, yeah. As uh as you guys make your way through, since no one has any super bright ideas, um yeah, uh you get as you make your way along, you hear in the distance a bunch of cackling and laughing, some howling. It seems that some Garmir have picked up your scent. A hunting party is out, and they have they have sniffed you out, as it were. Um, you attempt to make your way, trying to hurry the queen along, but to be completely honest, she's having trouble. She's You're walking her through the streets, and it is impossible to hide what's happened to her city. She's becoming more and more agitated. What? What is this? This is Downing Street. I remember, but why is it like this? Oh, and she, as she becomes more agitated, so does her bodyguard. So do her handmaids. Um, it's difficult to drag them along. Um, it's it's slow. It's hard. Um, she almost collapses a few times. You find yourselves in an alleyway. You hear the Gamir getting closer and closer. Um, but yeah, you find yourselves in this alley. You can continue. Let me make you guys a little closer here. Yeah, more like that. Um, you can you can continue straight down the alley, but it seems like the more you go straight, the closer the hunting party is going to get to you. But to the east, you see a smaller alley. You think that if you cut through here, you might be able to lose them. But that smaller alley looks not right. The walls seem almost flesh-like. The the pathway is squishy. It's certainly shorter. It'll certainly take you uh, in an interesting direction, but yeah, you have a choice to make, a fork in the road, as it were.
Could we kind of backtrack and go around?
Uh, you could try, but you are being hunted. It seems unlikely backtracking would work. And as you all pause to consider, the first bit of the hunting party arrives at the back of the at the back of the alleyway. And yeah, with that, oh, did Amnar just roll?
Yeah, I didn't realize we were rolling initiative.
It's all good. So is that everyone in here? Amnar, Knock, Bull, Finch, Hudson. That's everyone. So yeah, with that, uh, around from the back, two hellhounds and a Gamir appear, which I think you've faced the Gamirs before, though these look extra bloodthirsty. Oh no, I guess you haven't. It's not been shared. So here's that. And there's that. And yes, it does sound like more are on their way. But yeah, Amnar, it's your turn, sir.
Right.
Oh, actually, hold on. I didn't roll for the queen or any of her people.
Oh.
There we go. Amnar, it's your turn.
Well. I'll shoot at Hellhound 1.
Yep,
Okay, then.
that'll definitely hit.
Come on.
I'm gonna say you can roll that elemental again since it's a crit.
Okay, it also counts.
I'm gonna say yes for now, but I might look it up later and
Oh,
find
yeah.
out that it doesn't. All right, 2 6s and 2 3s for a total of 18. All right. 26 will hit. And wow, another 6 and 3. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Really likes those 6 and 3s. Okay, and then was this the alley you were talking about?
Yep.
All right. I was just gonna look down the alley and see what's down there.
Like I
But
said,
that
you don't see anything, but it does look
looks weird.
not right.
Yeah.
Everything looks squishy and fleshy and
Yeah.
not exactly appealing. But perhaps more appealing than these Gamir and Hellhounds.
Right. And maybe a way to get away from them that's easier than going straight down, I guess.
Potentially,
But
potentially not.
maybe not. Yes. All right, that's my turn though.
Knock, it's your turn.
All right. I am really far away from everything. Boy, I sure don't want to stand in the middle of them. So, I'm going to move the shadow up to there, which uses no movement. And then I'm going to steady aim and fire at Hellhound 1.
Go for it.
All right, cool.
Yep. You probably kill it. Yeah, you kill it. It had 18
57?
life left.
57 damage?
Yeah. You
If you had
you would have
overkill damage, that would.
you would have killed it at full health. You kill it.
Oh gosh.
57's a lot of damage.
Oh my gosh. Right.
You just about would have one-shotted me.
And you rolled a 1 on one of your rolls.
Yep.
Yeah, it died. Anything else you want to do?
That's action, bonus action, and movement. And Shadow's movement.
All right. I did not mean to skip you, Bull. Hold on. It won't let me go back for some reason.
Oh.
Let me. All right. There we go. Back to Bull.
Yay. That's like all my movement. You know what? I just throw my great axe with disadvantage at this guy here.
Which guy?
Um,
Mirror 1.
yeah, Garney 1.
All right. Go for it.
11.
Unfortunately, an 11 does not hit. A 21
21.
does, though. Are you raging? No.
No, not raging and at disadvantage, so that's why.
Yep, no worries. But a 21 still hits, and 15. That's a goodly amount of damage to this thing. These things do not have a ton of health, but you will soon find out that they are many.
Wonderful.
Anything else?
No.
Now it's the queen's turn, and
My queen, get behind me. We'll protect you. This is a classic escort quest, and we've prepared for these things.
yeah, she is. I'm. Mm, I wish that it was your turn. Um, but okay. Roll a persuasion check, and this will be relatively high because she is starting to freak out a little bit. And you roll a 21, so she you see her, she's going, what's happening? This is the stress is really getting to her. Oh my, this is oh. And at first you see the mask that she's wearing start to slip again, and a light sort of starts shining out, and that's when you yell out to her, and your words seem to resonate with her, and she's able to fix the mask again, but she's not quite able to move. She's still panicking. Um, but she goes, please, I need I need my lilies. Someone please give me the lilies. And then it is Gimir Three's turn. And it will dash up to knock, but it used its turn to, or knock shadow, I guess. But it used its turn to dash, so it can't do anything. Next is the Hellhound. So the Hellhound will rush up to there, and does if he does a cone of fire breath start in his square or one square down, like in front of him or in his own square.
I would interpret it as in front of him.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking. Yeah.
And he can angle it any direction really.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna say that he does a cone of fire or fire breath that hits two handmaidens and the haze hulk, or at least it tries to.
Yeah.
Okay, so looks like it looks like one of the handmaidens failed and the other two passed. So handmaid two took 21 fire damage. The others only took 12. 11. No, 11. It looks like. No, 10. For some reason they took 10. I don't know why they only took 10. Oh, because it rounded down instead of rounding up. But that's okay. I don't care enough to fix it. Next is this handmaiden's turn. And while she is on fire, I guess I should check to make sure they're not weak to it. No, they're not weak to fire. So, while she did just take some damage, she is going to fumble around in her pouch because her queen needs her lilies, and she is going to try to find lilies to give her queen. Finch, it is now your turn.
All right. I'm gonna run on up. That's about as far as I can go. So I'm going to cast Warding Bond on the queen. And again, tell the queen, we've got to keep moving. We got to get out of here. Stay behind me. Stay close.
So she gets a bonus to AC and saving throws, but if she gets hit, you also get hit.
Yeah, she also has resistance to all damage.
Oh, okay. Nice. Nice. If you get hit, does she get hit?
No.
Okay. All right. You come up and uh, you touch her, um, and for the moment, you're able to connect with her, and this spell goes off, and she sort of gives you a little nod, and yeah, the one of the lilies that Handmaiden 3 gave her, you see it clutched in her hand, and as she clutches it, you see the lily turning brown, then black, and then into dust. But as it does so, that's the moment that you're able to get through to her. It's it's almost like it does calm her. Um, she does seem more aware, maybe not of her surroundings, but to the words being spoken to her. A more pessimistic person might say that it's like an addict finally getting a hit.
Yeah.
And I'm sure nothing bad will happen when she runs out of these magical flowers, of which there is a limited
Right.
supply.
Yeah, no, it'll be fine.
They're flowers. You can cultivate them, right?
Sure.
Right? Surely. Uh,
Yeah, Oscar Yorn will figure it out. It's okay.
anyway, uh, is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Finch?
Um, no, I think that's it.
It is the next handmaiden's turn. And since these combat rounds are technically 6 seconds, she is also fumbling in her pouch for lilies, wanting to give one to her queen. And then it is Gamir Two's turn. It will rush up to the hunter Haze Hulk, but it used its action to dash, so that's all it can do. And now it is that Haze Hulk's turn. And with that, it doesn't like that the Hellhound breathed fire at it. So it is going to use an attack called Lashing Tendrils, getting a 13 to hit, which is unfortunately not enough to hit the dog, hit the Hellhound. And doing that, it can only do that attack once. Oh no. It's yeah, I'm gonna say it can only do it once. It has two tendrils and can grapple up to two creatures at once, but it does not say that they can hit on the same turn, just that it can happen. So that's its turn. This handmaiden is going to try to give her queen a flower as well, and Hudson, it's your turn.
I got this. Yeah, Hellhound right there.
Yep.
Oops. Pull up my character sheet real quick.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that is a miss.
Well, that was fun. I just started off with just a bang and just hit it. There's my action. That was a pretty good one. We'll move up to there to get closer. Much I could do for my bonus action.
Yeah, I don't know. Spiritual weapon, I think, is a bonus action. Um, I don't know what else might be one.
Mm. Yeah, I could throw it out there. Oh, oh, there we go. Right there.
Okay, and go on and roll to hit if you want. Well, that'll hit. We're seeing the highs and lows of dice rolls tonight. All right.
I keep clicking on things. I probably should stop.
Yep. And Handmaid 2, she is she got the brunt of the fire breath. So she is she's freaking out. She's not trying to get a lily to her queen, but she is too distracted by almost burning to death. Literally, she has one life left. Um, so this Gamir will come up to the Haze Hulk and it's going to get a 20 to hit. Why does the Haze Hulk's AC not appear in his bubble? I don't want to have to open his sheet up every time. It has 15 AC, so it hits, dealing 7 damage to it. We are at the top of the next round, meaning it is once again Amnar's turn. However, three more Gamir appear from the distance.
Oh, nice.
And you guys are relatively certain that more are coming. You hear the sounds. They are like hyenas. They are laughing and cackling and howling. And you
Yay.
definitely hear more coming. A 17. What are we
I'm
aiming at?
aiming at Garmir 1, the
Okay.
bloodied one. Does a 17 hit?
S- Yes, a 17 hits. 5.
And what's the thing?
2 is the exact number you needed to kill it.
Oh, nice. I guess I'll just aim at Garmir 2 then. Also with disadvantage. Okay.
An 8 will not hit.
Critical fail means I accidentally hit Bull in the butt.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I don't think so. I can't move because I used that one thing last turn.
Oh, did that prevent you from moving this turn?
Yeah, you have to move 0 the next turn if you use it.
Gotcha.
So,
Thank you for remembering that. I would not have called you on it.
yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah, that was the only reason. Yeah, I double checked it when I was thinking about using it. Yep, nope, I'm good.
Knock. It's your turn.
What material are the buildings around us made out of?
We're gonna say stone. Most things in Drakkenheim are stone.
How high is the roof line above us?
What have we gone with in the past? 10, 15 feet, something like that?
Okay. Well, I think I'm going to move. The shadow can move horizontally. Or sorry, not horizontally. Can move vertically. So I want to put it up on top of the roof, just to get a better sight line here.
We're just gonna leave you there because this is the same map you guys always fight on.
That's fine.
I
Just know that it's
marked it
up
off
there.
yeah, I just marked it off to make it seem more like an alleyway.
Do for it said 10 or let's say 15. I don't really like where I'm at with all the fire happening. I think what I'm going to do is bonus action. Whoops. I'm going to use my bonus action to swap with the shadow.
Okay.
And we don't know where they're coming from. We don't really know where we're going.
Right.
I mean, they're coming from the north. You guys were on your way south.
And down here is the creepy alley.
Yeah.
Yeah, down there to the east. Basically right next to Anar.
Yeah.
I already used my bonus action. I'm going to go ahead and use my action to hide, just to set me up for next turn. $28.
Yeah. You switch places with your shadow that's on the roofs, and since everything else is ground level, they are having trouble looking up at you as you crouch down. But also, they're just really distracted by all the other fresh meat that is on ground level for them to get at.
All right, that was action, bonus action, and I have nothing to do with my movement.
All right, this thing's turn. It'll come down here. Gets an 18 to hit. Only dealing 4 to the Haze Hulk. And Bull, it's your turn.
Yay. So I'm gonna rage.
And
It's time.
rage you do. Do you want to grow?
Oh yeah.
You got bigger.
And then, yeah, this first guy, since they can't get advantage, we're just gonna reckless attack.
Go for it.
We can roll double ones. 20,
20 hits.
14. So we'll hit him again.
23
23.
hits. You kill it.
Perfect. I guess I'll have to try to remember that. I have my armor of Agathis. That way the guys can hurt themselves a little bit.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. You still have some movement as well if you'd like.
Yeah, but if I move, I'm gonna get swarmed, and that's not gonna be fun.
Okay.
I'll step up one. Maybe they won't annihilate the haze hulk as quick.
I mean,
And I guess I'll end my turn.
the Haze Hulk has more life than you. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
Just
well,
saying.
that's fine. I'm raging.
Well, I guess it doesn't have more life than you at the moment, but only by one.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, but you know, I take
That's
half
fine.
as much damage from him now.
True. Queen's turn. Um, she looks to you, Finch. Um, she is, for the moment, putting her trust in you. What do you want her to do?
I want her to stay close to me, but behind me.
All right. Her
And
handmaiden is directly behind you, but she will take a step back. This Gamir's turn. Technically, Knock is on the roof, so it can move through Knock fairly easily. It will come down here, and it's going to attack the handmaiden. And it hits. He'll surely do at least one damage. He does. That kills her, knocks her to 0. And he can now move his half his speed, which he won't do, but it also allows him to do another attack as long as it's a bite. And he will try to take a bite out of the Haze Hulk. Hitting for 3. Now it's the Hellhound's turn. Um, this is the one that breathed fire before, so I need to roll to see if he gets that back. He does. He does get his breath attack back. Right? Yeah, on a 5 or 6. Whew. He'll move. Will he move? I don't know. Nah, he won't use it this time. He just used it, and now he's going to try and bite at the Haze Hulk, and he'll do it with advantage now that he has a ally nearby. Getting an 18 to hit. dealing 5 piercing and 6 fire. Handmaid 3 will take a step back as well to help protect her queen, but the queen hasn't given her any orders yet, so that'll be it. Finch, it's your turn.
Well, I will step up one and attack this Gomir of 3.
Go for it. 20 hits, 19 hits. But you might want to roll the damage first before you. Yeah, all 3 of those will hit. But so hold on.
Yeah.
11 and 2 is 13. 19. Okay.
So that's the first 2
19.
attacks.
So the first 2 attacks, the first attack almost kills it. The second one does. So your pole arm can be directed somewhere else if you want.
Yeah, then I'll step up and do the polearm one to the number 4.
All right, go. Roll the damage for that because they've got the same AC. 14. And that bloodies that one. Anything else we're gonna do?
No.
Okay. This one's turn. It's gonna step up and it's going to attack Bull, getting a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Also, you were still reckless attacking, right?
Correct.
Okay. So yeah, 7 damage, and you can cut that in half to 4.
Yeah, and I also have my armor of Agathis though.
Oh, lay it on me.
I gotta find it, but it's where's it at? It's like 15 damage, if I remember correct. Half the carriage's level rounded down. I think it's like 15 damage.
All right. If it's 15 damage, that bloodies this Gamir. Now it's this handmaiden's turn, and she's not going to do anything. And now it's this Gamir's turn, and it's going to come down and it's going to try to attack Bull as well.
Yeah, because I'm casting it at level 3 because it's half my level,
Gotcha.
and so it'd be a
This
15.
cool. This Gamir comes down and hits you for 13. Does a 13 hit?
13 will miss.
All right. Does Armor of Agathis do anything on that one, or can you only use it once a turn? Or
I think as long as I have the armor, which is I think 15 armor points.
but can you only use it once a turn, or
Uh,
every attack?
I think I proc it for I think it's every attack to you. Yeah, because I'll gain 5 temporary hit points per level, so it's level 3, level 15, so I'll have 15 temporary hit points as long as I have them. If a creature hits you with a melee attack while you have these hit points, the creature takes 5 cold damage. So since he missed, I don't think it'll apply to him.
Gotcha. And now it's the Haze Hulk's turn. There are multiple things around him attacking him now, so he is not going to try to do his tendrils, but rather attack Gamir 4 and Hellhound 2, hitting both, dealing 14 and 10, killing Gamir 4. And getting Hellhound 2 bloodied. Next Handmaiden will step back to help protect your queen. And Hudson, it's your turn.
I know there's more coming. Question is, are we gonna run into anyone else? Alright, I'll think about that, but first of all, this guy. Let's just do our normal routine real quick. Spiritual weapon, do we hit?
Yes, a 22 hits.
That was very much.
No, but he doesn't have a ton of health left.
That's fine, we'll just see if it makes that.
How much damage is it going to be? Roll 2d8, 2d12.
Yeah. Spells. Oops. There we go.
14.
My mouse is messing up for a second. I was like, what's going on here?
Ooh. You almost kill it. So very close. Anything else you can do?
I don't think so. That was action and bonus action. I guess I can move.
Yeah, if you want to. Okay. And now it is the top of another round. And yes, you're right. More do show up.
I'm gonna aim at Hellhound 2. 13.
Sorry, I was getting others onto the map that showed up. You're
Nice.
aiming at
Yep.
round two, and you got a 13 to hit.
Yeah.
That is unfortunately a miss.
I kind of figured. Try again. 14.
That is also a miss.
All right. I was wanting to scout this hallway or alleyway a little bit, but I wasn't sure. Like, can I do a perception check or anything, or is there not
Um,
much else to?
yeah, as you go in, um, make a perception check.
Perception.
20. Okay. Um, at first, as you're walking in, the battle raging. You got to remember that these rounds are 6 seconds apiece.
Yes.
So this is a very initial. What am I seeing? Um, you don't notice any like. There's certainly no monsters in
Is
here,
yeah anything
at
obviously
least
dangerous, but yeah.
at least at the moment.
But
Um,
it is a weird, yeah.
yeah, as you make your way in, little by little, um, yeah, um, you start to. Oops, I accidentally clicked you.
Yep.
There you go. I'll let go of you. Um, you start to. You know what? Roll a history or insight, whichever one you're better at.
Inside, they're both two. Oh man.
Okay, it's not
Alright.
great. Um, it's not terrible either, but it's not great. you yeah, you're walking on. You know what? Out of curiosity, does does Amnar wear boots or gloves, or are you like a actual cat who goes around barefoot and whatnot?
Uh, say I think I do the cat thing of yeah I have just bare feet and
Your
paws.
paws are out.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, as you're walking down the alley, the the floor, or I say the floor, the ground, you're outside. Um, like I said, it's kind of squishy.
Hmm.
Um, you get the feeling you've felt something like this before. You run your hand across the wall, and it's very flesh-like. Um, and with that perception check, you notice that as you get deeper into the alley, the walls begin to move a little, as if uh, as if it's flesh taking life.
Mm.
And at the far end, popping off of the walls as if they were stuck there, are three gibbering mouthers, which you have faced off with before.
Yep.
Um, Noticing this, you sort of realize what sort of trap you've come into. Um, Could they have been easier to deal with than the Gamir? You have no idea. You think probably,
Dude, would the
but
Gamir and them fight each other?
it's hard to say. But as you turn around to leave and go tell your companions about this and make a decision, um, you you sort of jump back in surprise
Yep. Nope.
because from above, at the top of the alleyway, a very large protean abomination appears. And you remember from the basement of the inn that you guys were going to go in, a creature very similar to this was dead in the basement.
Oh,
That you guys never
awesome.
fought, but
Yeah.
now you guys might have a chance to.
Right. Awesome.
Now I will say this: it takes up most of the room,
Mm-hmm.
but it is still stuck. It has not. It has not dropped to the ground yet.
Okay.
You have a singular opportunity if you want to. If there's anything you can do to get out of this alley and not be trapped, you
Yeah.
can do it right now.
Okay.
But once your turn ends, this thing will drop to the ground and
Yeah.
you will be blocked off.
Yeah, no, I would, yeah, I would be escaping. So do
Yeah,
I
if you
roll anything or just go to the other side of them?
you don't if you have movement left, you can go to the other side.
Okay.
All right.
But yeah, that I think is all I can do now.
Okay. You can't do like Zephyr Strike or anything to get more movement.
I have one spell slot left.
Yeah, not that you have to do it, but you will be appearing
Just,
right next to it when it
yeah.
drops to the ground.
Uh,
And feline agility, is that what you used last time?
yeah,
Okay.
that's that's true. I guess I'll just use feline agility.
Okay.
So that'll yeah give me extra. So yeah, okay. There we go.
Oh. So on your next turn, you could absolutely still move, but you can't use the ability again until you spend a
Okay.
turn.
I read it wrong. Okay.
No,
So
but I
yeah,
mean, it's a good thing you you spent your turn not
but
moving.
this is true. Yeah,
So
I didn't have any reason not to yeah get it back. So yeah.
yeah, so okay. You're not right next to it. Okay.
Yeah,
Anything else you
and
want
I
to do on your
shout to
turn?
yeah, I shout to hey guys, we have more company.
Or at the very least, don't go down the alley.
Yeah, watch out for that alleyway. Hopefully they just stay there, but you know, we'll see.
All right. With that, Nox turn.
Um, so is Amnar like in the mess, or did he get out of it?
I'm out of it now. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm back out, coming back to you
So we know
guys.
that that's not a great way to go.
Yes, no, yeah, that is the only yeah thing I could think of is if we can get those things to fight the other things that are chasing us, but
I mean,
that might be difficult.
it could have been a good way to go originally,
Maybe.
but now that you're in it with the other things,
Yeah.
it might be worth dealing with them and then skipping the alley.
Yeah.
I'm still up on the roof. I'm going to shoot at number 9. Garmir number 9.
Go for it.
And I am hidden. Oh, is that maybe loud as heck? As my
Yeah,
delirium hand cannon goes off.
Massive explosion.
I would say that yes, yes, it is. You're on a roof in an alley. That is probably echoing quite a bit. um,
Is that
Not
37?
nearly as much damage as last time, though.
Hold on. No, 35. Um, yeah, only 35.
Yeah, you still kill it.
Right.
All right. Then I will bonus action stealth. 29.
Yeah, you stealth pretty good.
And I'm done.
Bull, it's your turn, sir.
Oh, well, we're gonna try and deal with Granny 5 first.
Go for it.
With reckless attack because we never learn.
Unfortunate. That is a miss.
Wow, that happens.
23 will hit,
23.
though. And you take it out.
Perfect. Guess I'll just wait for this next thing to try and kill me.
Hellhound's turn. Um, it'll come down. And it's going to try and breathe fire. So I'm going to need Bull and the Haze Hulk to make a dexterity saving throw, DC 12.
Who was that?
The Haze Hulk and Bull. It's a 15-foot cone.
You're confused because CJ talked to himself just then.
What I do?
You referred to yourself as if the Haze Hulk is like another person.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did. I thought you meant that I was on mute or something like that. And I was like, wait, what?
No, you were
Yeah,
just like
one question.
you were just like Haze Husk, roll a saving throw.
No, I did it.
Does that mean I get like advantage? You have advantage on dexterity saving throws against effects these are the spells, or is it different?
Effects you can see, such as traps or spells. I would say that fire breath counts as an effect you can see. So, yes, you will get advantage on that.
Seventeen.
17. You pass. So, you only take half damage, which is 16. No, 15, since we're rounding up. 29 fire damage, cut in half would be 14 and a half. So, 15. Unless you are resistant to fire in some way.
No, I'm not resistant to fire. I was that blew off the last of my armor if I gave this.
Oh, um, does that hurt him then?
It's melee attacks only,
Ah,
so the
okay.
fire breath will not.
Aha. I did something smart for once, even if it was on accident.
Inadvertently intelligent.
It's also a damage type that he doesn't resist.
Yeah.
So you're really like shredding through it at no
I'm really,
no penalty.
I'm really leveling up my game here, totally on purpose.
Right.
Oh, I only did
Keeping
take 4 damage from that.
keeping track of 20 different things at once. I'm remembering all of them perfectly
Yes.
and doing this on purpose. So that's its turn. Now it's this giant amorphous thing.
Protein.
Um, the question I'm wondering is, does it want to leave the alleyway or not? They like to trap things in the alley.
I'm not real big on chasing.
Is it where is it? Does it want to chase out of it? Um, we're gonna say we're gonna say no. Maybe if you were only a step or two away, but no, it's not gonna chase you out. Um, the Mouthers are gonna move closer though. Queen's turn. She is willing once again to listen to whatever you have to say, Finch, as nothing has happened to really snap her out of that.
Take the dodge action.
And she will take the dodge action. Now it's this thing's turn. And it'll make its way down to Hudson because Finch is on the roof hiding.
Finch is definitely not on the roof.
I mean, yeah, no.
Knock, thank you. Knock is on the roof hiding. He gets an 18 to hit, Hudson. That is his armor class. So that is a hit. Dealing 14 damage to him. Now it is the Hellhound who uh, is almost dead. He's going to use his fire breath as well, targeting Finch and the Haze Hulk. I don't think because it's a cone. I don't think he can hit Hudson. Can he get? Can he get Bull in it too? I don't think so. Yeah. So dexterity saving from you, Finch. DC 12. 5. You fail, so you take 22 fire.
Ouch.
The Haze Hulk also fails, getting a nat 1, and he is starting to look pretty hurt.
Mm.
Handmaid will do nothing. Finch, it's your turn.
I will step up and attack Hellhound too.
All right. All you got to do is hit it. You hit it. It dies. It had one life left. I'm glad it got its fire breath out.
Right.
Oh, come on.
All right, if you're going to move away, that Grimir 8 is going
Oh,
to
there's
take
a
a.
Grimir there. I didn't realize
Yep,
that was a. Okay, cool.
Bad guy.
I'll attack that one then.
gotcha. Go for it. 15 is its AC, so you hit.
And then bonus action attack it.
11 misses.
Right.
All right. Anything else you want to do?
Nope, that's it.
Um, this handmaiden will do nothing. That thing will move forward. This one will attack Bull. Oh, critting. Haha. Dealing on a crit, dealing 6 total slashing damage.
Oh, well, I'll have that to 3.
Yep. It rolled poorly. It rolled 2d12 and rolled a 4. Or no, I'm sorry, rolled a 3 and a 1. This one will rush down and attack at Finch.
Can I attack it first?
You do, don't you? I always forget that. Go for it. 11 is a miss. Huzzah! Getting a 15 to hit.
Well, he'll also miss me.
This thing. It smells blood on the Haze Hulk and will go after it. Getting a 21, dealing 11 damage.
Mm.
It didn't even crit and almost dealt twice as much as the crit against Bull. This thing will move forward, and now it's this guy's turn. He will. Yeah, he's just going to try and attack the guy that just attacked him. Hitting once for 17 damage. Uh, Hudson, it's your turn. Hudson, you there?
Mike was never left in the position. Anyways, we're gonna attack that guy real quick with a spiritual weapon. It's gonna do an amazing job. Trust me.
All right.
It's gonna be flawless.
Yeah, 26 will hit.
Gonna do like 4 damage. Perfect. All right. Well, I think now's a good time if the enemies are gonna keep showing up and bombarding our day. I'm gonna use my action, and I'm going to summon spirit guardians.
All right. So what is Spirit Guardians?
It is a
Um,
15-foot radius around me. Lasts up to 10 minutes. Um, I get to pick whose effect.
Oh, this gets curious. Then does it affect the Haze Hulk?
I
It's
think if he's picking, then I guess he could decide whether it does
your
or not.
choice.
No, that's what I'm curious about. Is will he let it affect the Haze Hulk or not?
Oh,
I'm pretty sure it says. Hold on. Can I put it in the chat? Pretty sure it
there
I
we
says
go.
your choice.
I
If
will
you
say
are
that
evil,
I've been intentionally letting the Haze Hulk not benefit from my aura with his saving throws on all these breath weapons.
Oh, really?
oh, do you have a aura going on right now?
Ever since I leveled up, I have an aura that allows a uh, bonus to saving throws within 10 if for allies within 10 feet. But
Oh,
I that's why I was asking earlier who is being attacked, but Bull was out of my range. Haze Hulk was in my range, but I was not gonna say anything.
I'm not saying anything.
we're 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 not going to be sad if the Haze Hulk dies in this fight. Okay, this is what's happening,
You guys are afraid of a little Hulkling? Oh,
right?
come on.
It would solve a problem for us if it died. I'm
Right.
just saying.
I was just having that thought earlier, if it would be better or worse if the Haze Hulk wasn't around, but I wasn't sure.
I didn't want to attack it directly, but if it doesn't survive,
Right?
it's
Yeah.
fine with me.
And it's like, oh no, it didn't survive the fight.
All right. So anyway, that is the radius of your spirit guardians. Does anything happen on the turn that you call it?
no. The start of their turn or when they first walk into my aura.
Start of their turn. The start of their
Or
turn?
yeah, that's what I read. Uh,
The 2024 is even
first time
worse because he
on
can run
turn
through them like a
starts.
lawnmower.
Yeah, they really buffed it with the new rules.
But they also made
Is that
spiritual
all?
weapon concentration, which sucks.
Should are we're not using the new
No,
rules though?
we're just saying that 2024 in some ways Spirit Guardians is much more intense.
Mm,
Yeah, possibly a little
okay.
broken.
Okay, so at the start of their turn or when they enter, so nothing happens yet, but yeah, Amnar, it is your turn. For the moment, no new enemies appear.
Okay then. Um, I'm gonna shoot at Garmier. I can't read that number. 10? I think it's 10.
Yeah, 10. 23 hits. 8 will kill it.
Oh, okay then. And then I don't think I'm close enough. Oh, I can shoot at Garmier 8. Yeah. Oh, 13.
13 will miss.
All right. Well, that is everything I can do.
Knock, it is your turn. Question becomes Hudson is not going to get hit by your spirit guardians.
No.
No,
I am
All
also
right.
15 feet up.
that's right. Yeah.
It's a 15-foot radius, so that's exactly perfect.
Hmm.
Tickles your toes.
Um, I am going to. I'm going to do something on the roof. And I'm also going to use my bonus action to stealth. 23.
Didn't you stealth last time?
I thought I shot the Garmir and blew it up.
Yeah, and then didn't you stealth afterwards?
I thought that was the stealth.
Okay. Well, regardless,
Also,
23 is a successful.
I'm doing something first.
Okay. 23 is a successful stealth unless you're doing something really noisy or really crazy. Okay. Yeah, you can certainly do that, but and you can stealth away, but it'll be obvious what you did.
That's fine.
Okay. Um, yeah. So describe what you do.
Well, uh, and I guess y'all don't really know exactly what's happening up here. I'm hidden up on the roof. I don't fire my gun, and then smoke starts coming off of like up into the air.
Yep. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
That's action and bonus action.
All right. Bull, it's your turn.
Well, I gotta kill this hellhound since he's done the most damage to me.
Go for it.
He's getting reckless attacked. I am
24 hits.
24.
All right.
For 14.
This is an important question. What kind of damage are you doing? Can you choose or is it random?
Oh, I can choose.
What kind of damage is it?
Oh, cold.
Good choice. So, yeah, 14 damage to him.
Not fire. 21.
Yeah, that's a good choice because it is in fact immune to fire damage.
Hmm.
A 21 will hit.
15.
You bloodied him. Anything else?
No.
All right. It is that hellhound's turn. He's going to roll to see if he gets his fire breath back. He does not. Wah wah. So, since Bull just reckless attacked, it is going to bite at you, and he would have gotten advantage anyway. So that was a good thing he reckless attacked. He got a 22 to hit.
Oh, that'll hit.
Um, dealing 6 piercing and 5 fire. So you can cut the piercing in half, but you take all the fire.
Yep.
All right. Um, it's been a couple turns. The queen is watching the chaos unfold, and she is getting a little agitated again. Um, Finch, I'm going to need you to make a perception check. Do you notice this happening? No, you do not. You are distracted a bit by the fighting. Nothing crazy has happened yet, but but yeah, the the agitation is starting to set in. This thing's turn. It will.
Or the Guardian's gonna.
Oh yeah, it's the start of its turn, isn't it? Um, the Guardians. Roll. What was the Spirit Guardians before? Did it have a?
PC 16.
Yeah, but it didn't. You
Versus
didn't roll
a
damage for it. So
right now it's 10. I just rolled.
10. All right.
I rolled really
And
bad.
and if it fails, it takes half damage. Is that
Half.
correct?
Yep.
All right. It dies because it has 5 life.
Doesn't matter.
All right. The handmaiden's turn. She'll do nothing. Finch, it is your turn.
Can I make a perception check on whatever Knock was doing?
Uh, I'll say
Like for the
yes.
smoke, I guess. I guess if I don't know really that
Well,
it came from the
no, you can't do a perception check because, quite
or
frankly, you
something.
can't see it. It is on a roof. Um, it's on a roof above you. You can't really see what's happening. Um, I'll allow
Guess
you
might.
to make an insight check, perhaps.
An intuition kind of
Okay.
thing.
Yeah, like what would you know what is was happening here? Um, 12 is an interesting number, and it is
These middling successes are difficult to.
yeah, and
I
I don't
am a
know how to
pretty
rule it.
stealthy boy.
Yeah, but he's
I
trying
feel
to
like
insight why smoke would be there, which has nothing to do with stealth necessarily. But I don't know, like you can't hide
I
that.
wouldn't be able to see Knock, obviously, but I see some smoke.
Yeah. Um, like normally I would set a DC for this, and
Right?
but because it's something another player did, I don't know the right way to do that. How do I determine what you know or can intuit?
Making
Um,
an opposed check.
against what? He's
Against
not.
Nox stealthiness.
Knox, I don't know.
His sleight of hand. I don't
Um,
know.
I'm gonna say I'm just gonna say that that's not high enough for you
Know what's going on.
to know what's happening. Um, you've traveled with Nock for a while. Um, you know that he is uh, relatively clever. That he is plays things relatively safely. Um, you also know that he has secrets. You also know, um, yeah, the I don't know. You can't really intuit what may have happened, or why, or anything like that. All you know is that there's now smoke there.
Is the smoke like colored at all, or is it just
No, it's
black?
just like black, like a fire was tried to start, and there's not. The building hasn't caught on fire yet or anything, um, or I don't know if it even will. But
Okay.
uh, but yeah, no, it's just some black smoke starts showing up. Unfortunately, unfortunately, all you can do is use your in real life knowledge to try to piece it together. If you had
Okay.
rolled a nat 20 or something, maybe things would be different. But a middling success like that, I'm just not sure how to rule it.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Um,
I forgot
was
you
that
hadn't done anything, so yeah,
was
go
it,
on.
would that be my entire turn? Is this a pole here or something?
It's just a stack of rocks.
Okay. Is that
Shadows
a
just
space that I
yeah.
can't really occupy?
Uh, yeah, probably not. You could go through it, like it's yeah. Imagine it's like a thick pole or something, but rocks instead. You could go around it, squeeze past it, but you couldn't stand in the square.
Gonna squeeze past it there then, and which one of whichever one of these looks like it's more hurt, the
The Hellhound I
Garrett
think is,
thingy or
but
the Hellhound, whatever number that is. I'm too far away.
Do you what do you count as more hurt? Who has the lower
Closer,
HP, or who
closer
has
to.
percentage wise enough left?
We're just gonna go for I don't know. We're gonna go for Hellhound 3.
Okay, Hellhound
you also
3.
have advantage on that one because
Yeah, there you go. Advantage. I perfect.
Hellhound 3.
Turning advantage on.
25 will hit.
at 15.
Okay. Um, I have a question. We're not going to. No, I guess I don't have a question. So yeah, that'll hit, and you kill it with your second blow.
And then I'll
You get
turn my advantage off and attack the other one with
All
the
right,
um, master bonus
hand
that'll
attack.
hit.
wand.
Okay, my question would be, can you use your bonus action attack first?
No, because I think it's dependent on me attacking.
Gotcha.
Pretty
Because I
sure.
was gonna say your normal attacks are more powerful, but and you're normally killing them in two hits. Could you use your bonus action first? I know you can't split them up because it's an attack action that does two, and then a bonus action. But okay, it's
I
dependent
think
on
it's
you
the
hitting.
words where like when you take the attack action, you can do this bonus action attack.
Gotcha. Unfortunate, but makes sense. So that thing's almost dead. That'll do nothing. That'll do nothing. It's this thing's turn. It's going to hit at Bull. Oops, I did not mean to click it twice. The first time it got a 10 to hit.
Yeah, that's not gonna hit.
All right. Then it's this thing's turn. It had rolled 10 damage for Spiritual Guardians before. We'll keep that for the round. At the beginning of each round, we'll have you roll new. But even if it fails, it will die. So it's done. That thing's turn. Now it's the Haze Hulk's turn, And this is where you need to make a decision, Hudson. Are you going to allow your spiritual guardians to hit the Haze Hulk?
I mean, he hasn't done anything to us yet, so no.
Yeah, no, that seems too obvious, anyways. To
Okay. That is a no. Handmaiden and Hudson, it's your turn.
Spiritual weapon. We'll get this 4 damage out of the way real quick.
24 hits. That's a good little whack.
Hopefully this guy's going to survive this next round.
I'm not sure he will either.
Anyways, I've kind of gone kind of heavy on spells, so we're just gonna do that one.
Okay. Unfortunately, he passes. Got an 18. Amnar, it is your turn.
right.
20
20 hit.
hits.
Okay. Nine. Oh gosh.
A 9 is a miss.
Oh well. All right. That is all I can do.
Knock, it's your turn.
Hmm. Well, what would I like to do?
There's one guy left, and he is hurt very badly.
I'm hidden. I think I'm just going to stay where I'm at. I'm good.
All right. Bull, it's your turn.
Well, I think we already know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna roll double ones.
16 hits. It had one life left.
Well, I have for
I'm gonna,
17.
you kill it. And with that, combat will end.
For now.
And while the immediate danger from the Ymir is gone, um, You know that this was just one pack, that they tend to hunt, that they send out lots of packs. Um, the the flesh monsters that were in the alley, they sort of gloop and glob back onto the walls, reforming, making it look semi-safe to the untrained eye. Um, you guys can continue on the same path, knowing that more hunters, more packs may be coming after you. Um, you can try and make it through that alley, or now that you've taken care of this immediate pack, you can potentially try turning back, finding another route. Keeping in mind that you still have the queen and her handmaidens and the Haze Hulk.
We should keep going, and we should move quickly, my queen.
Yeah, I'd say yeah, just go south.
More of these things will come.
Skirt
All
around to
right.
the
Follow us. Quick,
flesh
quick.
hallway.
Yeah, don't worry about the alleyway. They, as long as you don't go down it, these things won't
Okay.
come after you. Um, so yeah, that will end the session for tonight.
Also, be like,
Um,
knock. Where did you go? What's up? You just disappeared.
Uh, Nock doesn't say anything.
Knock the smirks.
We'll see how
uh,
long it takes Finch
yeah.
to realize he's talking to the shadow.
I think
Uh, roll roll a perception check on that one. let's let's see. Yeah, no, you badger him for a while. Why aren't you saying anything? Just talk to me. Come on.
The
It takes
smoke is just getting thicker in the
entirely too
air.
long for you to realize. So yeah, with you all continuing towards the Hooded Lanterns barracks as quickly as possible, but still not nearly as quickly as you'd like.
Right.
Um, Gamir still hunting you. Um, we'll find out next time
Right.
how things proceed.
Okay.
All right. Bye, Internet.